feel like you and CT as a team, you've had a lot of fights, but you know each other so well because of how much you've worked alongside each other.
Yeah.
Are you really rivals at this point, or do you just feel like, no, we should be able to dominate this game?
You know, have you ever had a family member that did just something so bad that everyone in the family hates them?
Yeah.
Well, but then if you ever saw that same family member that you've borderline kicked out of the family getting in a fight at a bar, you'd still go to defend them because blood is
No.
blood?
But
like,
I see where you're
hate my
going.
sister.
Well, I don't have a sister, but very close.
So it's like this. There's not a single person that's ever been on the shows or borderline any show on MTV that I wouldn't go to bat for and I wouldn't take care of and that I wouldn't take advantage of an opportunity to win money with.
Okay.
But that being said, I've had borderline a decade's worth of bitching with this guy, and it starts to get on your nerves. And some of it's been traumatic. And some of these fights I've had brought up borderline every day of my life for 8-9
Sure.
years. So any opportunity to fuck the kid over would be totally, entertaining on my half. We're 90 years old. We're going to have forgotten so much of our lives, but we're not going to forget the shit that we did 2 months ago or whenever it is that we filmed this thing forever. It's just one of those things where I get to look back just so fondly on it that it almost doesn't matter how much shit had to sandwich it in order for us to do that 30 seconds of amazingness.
Okay.
But the biggest reason why I do it is it's like, you can go to the gym and work out your muscles. You can go to college and work out your brain, but there is nowhere in the world that you can work out your social prowess like you can on a game like this. And in my job, and I'm an entrepreneur, that is nothing but navigating social prowess. And people wonder why I'm so good at it. And weirdly enough, I got trained on MTV. There's a very little thinking on your feet. It's almost the opposite problem. There are big decisions when you give yourself 5 days and you're in prison, and then you just mull it over and mull it over and mull it over. That's bad. You have to really start trusting some people that you don't trust. I don't think that they should do a rivals opposite sex. That's
Really?
what exes is, right?
Yeah.
Because you're not gonna. Because the worst that anything really gets is a little bitch moment, and then the next day all the girls and guys hug each other. Whereas the guy on guy fights and the girl on girl fights are some of those things that last for years. And so do another X's, that's fine.
Okay.
Play up the romantic side of thing, but Rivals 3 needs to be it's the same way it was in Rivals 2 or Rivals 1. The shit is people resonate. I've now had the opportunity to be on so many different types of shows, and I was on like the first Fresh Meat, the first Rivals, and the first Ruin. So I've seen all these different models that they could have, and people resonate with Rivals probably more than anything else.